Purim celebrates the salvation of the Jews from the wicked Haman's scheme to exterminate the entire Jewish people living in the Persian Empire in the year 357 BCE. One of the customs is to eat hamantaschen, delicious sweet tarts, named literally Haman's hat, or in Hebrew, Haman's ears. Now imagine that you didn't know that much about Jewish culinary customs and you walk into a bakery before Purim, and the guy in front of you orders a dozen hamantaschen. Over the counter they hand him something with black stuff in the middle, which he gives to his little children. And the kids munch away happily saying, "I love these Haman's ears." Doesn't that sound sick? Why would we want to eat a piece of our evil enemy Haman? The scroll of Esther read on Purim in Hebrew is called Megillat Esther. Megillah comes from the root word meaning revelation. The name Esther is related to the Hebrew word for hiddenness. So Megillat Esther suggests the revelation of hiddenness. The hiddenness that is revealed on Purim is the hiddenness of God's almightiness. You see, the almightiness of God is such that God can create us with free choice, yet mysteriously our free choice cannot oppose God's will and plan. In other words, even though we can do other than God's will, paradoxically, we still fulfill God's plan. The irony of the Purim story is that everything evil Haman does to destroy us destroys him and saves us. By threatening our lives, Haman indirectly initiates a renewal in our commitment to Jewish identity and Torah life. In the Purim story, there are no miraculous interventions, no sea splitting. In fact, God's name is not even mentioned in the entire book of Esther. The greatest revelation of God's almightiness is that God does not have to interfere. This is the revelation of hiddenness, that within our free choices, God's plan is completely fulfilled step by step. So then how really free are we? You can freely choose to actively, consciously participate in God's plan or not. If you don't sign on, it will still happen, but you'll lose out. You can be a star in history, mindful of your godly role, or you can be just a mindless prop on the stage of life. That's your choice. The sweet treat of Purim is called Haman's ears because that bitter, destructive man turned out to be the source of sweetness and nourishment for Jewish survival. Haman's greatest punishment is that all his efforts to destroy us actually saved us. On Purim, we celebrate that everything is going according to God's plan and choose to be stars in history, His story.